Wellington's rental market is being described as a perfect storm, with landlords receiving dozens of applications within hours of listing their flats and would-be tenants battling rising rents and weeks of searching. Property managers say the squeeze is due to more people in the capital staying in rentals and changes to legislation deterring investors from taking the plunge. TradeMe is warning the shortage will only get worse and rents are continuing to go up. Laura Dooney followed a group of house hunters for the day.
Student Natasha Ziakis and her friends have been looking for somewhere to live for a month. She's planning to live with her boyfriend Callum and another couple. The group has 5 places to look at. They start the day with a 3-bedroom house in the suburb of Mount Victoria.
We've been looking nearly every day and scheduling viewings and applying and filling out forms because every company likes it done differently. So it means that it's kind of been like a full-time thing.
The flat in Mount Victoria is going for $735 a week. Groups are going in and out, but Ms Ziakis decides not to put an offer in. She says it's run down and mouldy. She then heads to Adelaide Road in Newtown. Outside the huge villa there, split into 3 flats, we meet William Potts, a working professional living there but wanting to find a 2-bedroom house with his partner. After looking all over Wellington for 2.5 months, they gave up and are moving home to Hawke's Bay.
Constant applications, constant viewings, working around work and partner who studies. It just very, very long time and we still didn't succeed in finding a place.
Mr Potts says he would have been happy to pay $550 a week in rent, but in today's market he still falls short. Natasha Ziakis and her friends are keen on the flat in Newtown, which has far more hopefuls lining up outside it. At $650 a week, it's cheaper than the house in Mount Victoria and is much better maintained. Miss Ziakis says she's getting anxious about how long it's taking to find somewhere to live.
I am starting to worry in the way that university semester 1 is starting back up soon and I don't really want to be moving while we've got assignments on, so it is a little bit worrying in the way that seems to be like no accommodation.
The third place is another 3-bedroom apartment in Newtown. The flat overlooking Ridderford Street is described as the worst of the lot by the prospective tenants and costs $720 a week. It has no sun, the foyer smells, and the property manager didn't show much interest in people looking around. Steve Pyer is also there. He's extended his search for a 1-bedroom flat as far as Levin, more than an hour drive outside Wellington.
Usually there's at least a dozen people, sometimes more, and there's queues, you got to wait, you got to fill out the forms. I've filled out so many forms now, I've forgotten how many I filled out.
Kevin Boyce has been looking at flats with Natasha Ziakis and her friends for his daughter, who couldn't be there. He says he's picked up on the apprehension of people needing a home.
They're comparing with their mates in other parts of the world, being Auckland to a lesser extent, but Christchurch, they'll be paying a lot less for what they're seeing here, and they're loading into that a tenancy fee. Just up front you've got to pay a bond, and usually that's 4 weeks rent, that's fair enough, and 2 weeks rent in advance, so that's a lot of money.
Mr Boyce says if things don't improve, Wellington will lose out.
This is the capital and we've got really good universities here, 2 places like Canterbury which is rebuilding, and yeah, the university's good down there, but if the rents are less and the university is as good, they're going to vote with their feet.
As for Natasha and her friends, 2 days later they got in touch to say they'd got the flat they wanted on Adelaide Road, but for many more, the hunt continues. For Checkpoint, Laura Dooney.